All right, Elon Musk is like a very confusing character. Let's watch this very short news clip about his acquisition of Twitter. I mean, come on, bro. I don't trust him, but let's see what he has to say.
Elon Musk said today he's buying San Francisco-based Twitter to, quote, help humanity. In a message to advertisers posted on Twitter,
Okay,
Musk said
bro.
he doesn't want the platform to become what he calls a free-for-all hellscape where anything can be said with no consequences. He says he's acquiring Twitter because it is important to the future of civilization.
Okay. I already have a problem with this. What? Why do people think he's a good guy when he's saying that there are going to be consequences? You can't just say whatever you want. How is that cool in any way, shape, or form?
To have a place where a wide range of beliefs can be debated in a healthy manner without resorting to violence.
A healthy manner. Who is to determine what is a healthy manner? And violence? I mean, I can't. The fact that now there's this narrative that words are violence, I can't. It's like such cultural Marxism nonsense. It's because everybody is so fragile minded. And it's very alarming to me that people are not developing effective coping skills for differing opinions.
Now, some industry experts say Musk has a track record of overconfidence, which could create problems at Twitter.
Overconfident leaders get their organizations into all sorts of trouble. And Musk provides many examples, including his poorly conceived tweet about taking Tesla private, having funding lined up that wound up in an investigation by the SEC.
Now, the deadline for Musk to close that $44 billion deal to buy Twitter is tomorrow. He has reportedly asked the banks to process $13 billion of his payments.
Well, for more on this, we are joined by CNET editor-at-large Ian Scher. Ian, thanks for joining us. Reports are that Twitter employees are being asked to take part in a meeting. It's going to start in about 10 minutes from now, a little more than 10 minutes at 4:30. So this is with the company's head of product. What do you expect to come out of this meeting with employees?
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I've now heard rumors the meeting might just have been canceled. So I think it says something about how unclear everything is. Really. Right? But I think part of what's going on here is that most of us, including, by the way, I imagine most of the people down on Market Street working for Twitter, don't really know what's going to happen over the next 24 hours.
Oh my God,
right? So,
heaven forbid that the employees that don't do jack shit all day at Twitter are worried about what's going to happen. Like, are you kidding me?
Supposedly, the keys will be handed over to Elon Musk after the money crosses the table. And then what? And I think that a lot of us are really curious what he wants to do. There's been a lot of reporting about possibly cutting staff. There's been a lot of...
Yeah, why do they need all that staff when half of the Twitter users are bots? They're fake. Oh yeah, we need 3,000 people to manage these... fake Twitter accounts.
Aggressive tweeting by him, who has said that he doesn't agree with moderation policies and all sorts of other stuff, possibly inviting President Donald Trump back to the platform after he was banned, after inciting the riot during January.
He should invite Laura Loomer back. She's the original OG who got banned, who handcuffed herself to the Twitter headquarters. Donald Trump has his own platform. He doesn't give two flying shits about Twitter.
January 6th. It's really hard to tell what's going to happen. And I think that's why we're all kind of watching with somewhat bated breath here.
Yeah, trying to sort this all out. Obviously, we know that Elon Musk is denying the...
How sad is our culture that we're worried about Elon Musk and Twitter? We should be worried about Elon Musk putting chips in our brains under the guise of helping people hear again who are deaf, under the guise of helping paralyzed people walk again, when in reality it's transhumanism, and it's like the third most important component of the NWO. But yeah, let's continue to think Elon Musk is freaking cool. Okay, bro.
The plans or the rumors that he plans to cut 75% of Twitter's workforce.
Good.
But it is somewhat clear that there are going to be layoffs to some extent. How is that affecting morale inside this company? And what would that mean for sort of the structure? And
as if Jack Dorsey ever ran like a clean company with good morale. I mean, these are the laziest employees on the planet. They barely even work. All they have to do is have an identical narrative ideology to get this job. I mean, how much work is there really to do? What, to police people with a different opinion and then create a bunch of fake bots to make the world seem something that it isn't? Who even is on Twitter anymore? I mean, for God's sakes, it's so over.
the organization of Twitter during this time of transition.
Yeah, I think if I worked for the Berkeley Business School or Stanford Business School, I would be...
Who cares about Berkeley or Stanford? They're not legit universities anymore. They're indoctrination camps. Let's get real.
Trying to get something written about this and create a case study, because I cannot imagine any morale getting lower over the last few months than what the Twitter employees have been going through. I mean,
the morale has been excessively low since the beginning of the platform, since they've hired all these ridiculous executives to police free speech.
They've been trashed on Twitter by their new owner. They have been criticized endlessly. He said he wants...
I feel like this is like a total psyop. Until Elon Musk denounces WEF, globalism, global tyranny, and the NWO, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I think he is a false idol.
Wants to reverse a lot of their decisions. So I imagine that it is not easy right now. The reality also is that the reports that came out about the staff shortages, those are really good reporters. I know the ones who wrote it. And so odds are with...
They're using B-roll of Elon from 20 years ago. Please.
What's happening is that he doesn't entirely know what he wants to do yet. He's throwing ideas at the wall. He's like, oh, maybe I'll cut...
I'll tell you what, Elon, you can hire me and I can tell you exactly what to do.
Staff, obviously the company had previous plans to cut staff, all that type of stuff. It seems as though it's very rocky. And by the way, at a time when the entire economy is rocky, right? I mean, Facebook, which is in far better shape financially, is also struggling.
Yeah, okay. And really quickly before you go, because we don't have much time, but Musk has tried to reassure advertisers that Twitter is not going to turn into a place where people can just say anything without consequences.
There lies in the problem. You can't say anything without consequences. Who are these moral arbiters? They are the most ridiculous human beings on this planet. I find this as a person who possesses their own free thinking ability to be completely insulting and ridiculous. How is this even news? How is this even real life?
Do you think that is convincing? Do you think it's going to work?
I mean, Twitter struggled to be a place that handled their moderation well in the first place, right? And if he's going to cut any staff, I think this problem gets a million times worse. So to me, the real question is, how do you make sure that that place is an inviting place that he says it'll be? So far as
every place is an inviting place. You just have to develop healthy coping skills. What is wrong with our infantilized world and America in particular? I am so deeply embarrassed for the intellectual impotence that I witness daily between the stories that are foisted upon me on the platforms that I participate in to the quote unquote news. You've got to be kidding me.
I've heard nothing has convinced me, but maybe there's something he knows that I don't.
Yeah, we have to wait and see what he does.
This guy's like a total turd.
Especially in terms of content moderation here moving forward, and obviously the layoff picture as well. We have to leave the important conversation there. CNET editor at large, Ian Scher. Always appreciate the insight.
Oh, the drama. Oh, who the F cares? Like, seriously. Society has already been wrecked by cultural Marxism. And Elon is no different. And I'm so sick and tired of people thinking that he's cool and that he's on the right side of history because he uses some psyop language. Like, grow up, people. Like, look at Neuralink. Look at I don't even know what his company is called, and I'm proud of not knowing this. All the satellites in the sky that are basically used for surveillance. Yeah, no thanks. I think, I'll keep my opinion of Elon Musk is that he's a freaking loser on the side of communism.